Hey everybody, welcome to another Command Conquer unit breakdown video. Today, we'll be breaking down the Grenadier, the best GDI infantry unit. First, let's dive into some general information about the Grenadier. The Grenadier can only be recruited with a barracks, so it's GDI exclusive. You'll be able to train them from build level 3. The Grenadier costs 160 credits to recruit. The Grenadier also has a sight of 1. That is exactly the same as the minigunner. And by the way, if you haven't checked out the minigunner breakdown video yet, be sure to go check it out via the iCard that's on your screen right now. But as we can see, the Grenadier has a sight of 1, this bazooka here a sight of 2, and the Commando a sight of 5. The Commando having the highest sight in the game for an infantry, and the Grenadier the lowest. Now let's talk about the speed of the Grenadier. As you can see here, we have 3 units piled on top of each other, a Grenadier, a minigunner, and a bazooka. And the Grenadier has a speed of 10. Let's put that into context for you, and let's let these guys run a race. So as you can see, the Grenadier is sprinting ahead, then you have the minigunner second, and the rocket launcher is third. That is because the Grenadier has a speed of 10, the minigunner a speed of 8, and the bazooka a speed of 6. Bazooka's probably behind because he has to carry a rocket launcher, but the Grenadier is really a sprinter. He is the fastest of all infantry units. By the way, all of these demonstrations are being done in special test maps that are created for this purpose. This, plus the proper research, takes a lot of time and effort, so I would really appreciate you liking this video, hitting that subscribe button, and sharing this video with people who you think might be interested in my content. Now, the Grenadier has a very decent range of 3.25. And I found out that this number actually means the number of squares that the Grenadier can lob a grenade over. So if you didn't know, all Command & Conquer maps are a grid of squares. And each square is essentially one sandbag. One sandbag is one square. So if you could put 3.25 sandbags down, that would be the range of the Grenadier. But sadly you can't. So here I have 3 sandbags and here I have 4 sandbags. So I'll show you that the Grenadier can lob a grenade all the way to this minigunner, but this Grenadier will have to step forward and then throw one to kill this minigunner. Sadly, I cannot demonstrate this like I did in the last breakdown video, because I found out the hard way that it is hard-coded into the game for units to evade or to dodge grenades. Even when you code them to stay still, they will still run away if you throw a grenade at them with a Grenadier. This is really weird. I spent hours trying to get around this problem, but I couldn't, so we'll have to make do with it. You can still see though, if I start to attack this minigunner, that the Grenadier will throw right away and not run forward. So as you can see, it didn't run forward, it just threw right away. Now the minigunner is running away because it's scared of the grenade. This Grenadier though will have to step forward to about here to kill this minigunner because it only has a range of 3.25 and these are 4 sandbags. As you can see, it stepped forward and then it can attack. Lastly, we have to get to the attack and defense values of the Grenadier. It'll be a little bit different from the minigunner breakdown video because all units run away now. So that's kind of annoying, but we can adapt. The Grenadier has 50 hit points, just like the minigunner, and it also has a base attack value of 50. So in theory, a Grenadier could one-shot a Grenadier. But what is special about the Grenadier is that when it throws a grenade, it takes a while for the grenade to land. And it has a spread of 6. And what spread means, in this case the spread is 6, so if the impact of the grenade is 6 pixels away from the target, then it only does half the damage. If it is 12 pixels away from the unit that you're trying to attack, it'll do twice as less damage. So with this in mind, that is why units always run away from grenades, because it is crucial for them to survive. And thus I can't take a very mathematical approach to this as I did in the last video, because units always run away, and the further they are away from the grenade, the less damage it does. So the base damage of the Grenadier is 50 if it has a perfect hit. But that is without taking into consideration the armor types that some units might have. So in a perfect hit, the Grenadier does 90% of damage to unarmored units, which is only infantry, and 75% of damage to wooden armored units, 60% to lightly armored units, and 25% to heavily armored units. If you're interested in what units have what type of armor, be sure to check out the links in the description, which show the stats for every single unit in the game. I just want to give you some tips of fighting with Grenadiers. So by themselves, they're actually pretty weak, since their grenades are very inaccurate, and units can always just run away to minimize the damage dealt. But in a group, they're very effective, since they can launch huge barrages of grenades that obliterate the enemy. So let's try this little group out on all of these flamethrowers here, and you'll see that it'll almost be an insta-kill to these flamethrowers, since there's just a sea of grenades being thrown at them. So here I made a little table overviewing the Grenadier. So it has a very poor sight, a very good speed, good range, good attack, very poor armor, no armor at all, and a poor amount of hit points. So overall, I rated it as mediocre. For an infantry unit, that's actually really good, since there's no infantry that gets better than mediocre, because they always have no armor, and they always have a poor amount of hit points. So hereby, I rank the Grenadier as the best GDI infantry unit in the game. So that's it, everybody. The end of the Grenadier breakdown video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. And thank you so much for watching. Feel free to let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe to never miss out on any of my content, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!